Mr. Baldwin, let me get this straight. The defendant has fired her attorney, Mr. Leopold, and now you are offering to represent her?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are making this offer because?
Julie recently did something for me, and I would like to return the favor.
Your Honor, the defendant fired Mr. Leopold as a delaying tactic. The court cannot allow her to mess with its time like this.
The fact remains, Mrs. Devlin Ramsey is without representation. Are you willing to accept Mr. Baldwin as counsel for your defense? Mrs. Ramsey, I need an answer.
Yes, Your Honor. I accept Mr. Baldwin as my attorney.
For the record, the people strongly object.
Noted. Court's adjourned. Both counsels in my chambers, now.
All rise.
Hey, what are you doing? Do you really believe that Julie's innocent?
No, but I'm just filling in until she gets another attorney. See you later.
Okay.
Well, the obvious question is what's in it for Baldwin?
The point is what's in it for Julie. Rachel's right. Who cares what Scott's reason is? As long as he puts me on the stand, I've got a chance to prove to the jury I'm innocent.
No, I don't like it. Scott is way too close to Kevin, and Kevin is the one who's made it his mission in life to keep you locked up.
Scott's got a mind of his own. Maybe what's in it for Scott is Julie going free.
Yeah, or maybe he's stepping in to make sure she goes to prison for the rest of her life.
Lucy, do you have any idea what Scott's doing?
Why would he do something like this?
Well, you know, you were in there. You heard what he said. He's just returning a favor.
A simple thank you would suffice.
Well, Doc, you know, she doesn't have an attorney, and I guess he's just filling in until she gets another one. He was her attorney at one time.
Yes,
you know?
when he thought she was innocent.
Maybe she is.
Why? What? Why, because she says she is? Charles Manson said he was innocent, too. Lucy, Julie's own mother walked away from this. Oh. But Julie didn't save Nicole's baby from the snow now, did she?
Okay, I admit that's a big part of it. All right, that's a very big part of it. But just, it's just for the past several weeks, I've had these very confusing feelings about Julie's guilt.
Wait a minute. Do you think she's innocent?
I don't know. Maybe so. Oh, Doc, I can't believe you. You know, I expect that kind of look and roll in your eyes from some people here, but not from you.
Lucy, we stood side by side while she tried to brick us into a wall, remember?
Yes, Eve, I remember. Of course I remember. But I just have this weird feeling that she couldn't have gone through with it. You know, maybe she's not a murderer. It's just this feeling I have. Doc, you know how I sense things. I have this sense of things.
Fine, you're intuitive, Lucy, very intuitive, but that doesn't mean that Scott should help Julie. And I don't think any of us have any idea what could happen if she's set free.
Your Honor, I'm just filling in for Mrs. Ramsey until she finds another attorney.
Mr. Baldwin, did you or did you not offer to take the defendant's case?
Well, I did because she doesn't
And
have...
that is what you are going to do. You are now her attorney of record, and you will remain so until the trial ends. Are we clear?
Your Honor, I am not familiar with all the details of her case. I would like to take some time and read the transcripts.
Then I suggest you get started. You have 24 hours to prepare. I'll see you in my court tomorrow.
Do you believe your client's innocent, Mr. Baldwin?
Hey, listen, you scribblers, back off. I said no comment.
Miss Jensen,
Mr. Baldwin,
just 1 minute of your...
Listen, fair warning, Scott. Be prepared tomorrow. I am going to nail your client to the wall when I make my clothes.
Hey,
Oh, and how does the devoted husband feel about Scott representing his wife?
surprised. Did you know this was going to happen?
Our jaws hit the floor just like everybody else's.
It was obviously a spur-of-the-moment decision.
Oh, it doesn't matter who handles Julie's clothes. She's innocent. Just hope Scott makes the jury understand that.
What say we just hope justice is served?
That's all I want.
Oh, that'd be fine, too. Well, welcome aboard, counselor.
The judge said we could use her chambers. Let's go.
Okay. You know, Scott, he's a good man, Lucy.
Yes, he is, and the only reason he's doing this is because he believes that a person deserves the best defense they can get, no matter what.
That's why I'm proud to call him a friend. And you are one lucky woman.
Luck has nothing to do with it.
So you fired Leopold because he wouldn't put you up on the stand?
Yes. Rachel has been preparing me, and she's positive that I can...
Forget about Rachel. How do you feel?
All right. I believe I can convince the jury I'm innocent if I'm given the chance.
Yeah, well, what about the prosecution? When they come at you and they start hammering you with questions.
I wouldn't be willing to take the stand if I weren't telling the truth.
You better be telling the truth or the jury's not going to buy it.
Scott, I want to thank you for taking my case.
Well, just be ready for some tough questions.
I'll answer every one of them, truthfully.
I hope so, because if I make a fool out of myself by putting you up on the stand...
You won't. You won't. If you need to talk to me about anything at all, you call, no matter what time. Do you understand? Thank you. Okay. I almost feel sorry for Scott.
Why?
Because he's gonna fight to get me acquitted. And if that happens...
When that happens.
When it happens, I'm gonna take Christina away from him and Lucy.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Well, it's kind of nice being the windshield for a change.
See, that's the spirit. Besides, it's not like we asked Baldwin to take over your case.
No, we didn't. And Christina is my baby. She should be with her mom.
And if Baldwin is the one who makes that happen, so be it. Hey, Julie. Grateful Dead or Led Zeppelin?
Oh, easy. Zeppelin.
Okay, carnations or roses?
Definitely roses.
Of course, what was I thinking? Beer or champagne?
Champagne.
Pâté or caviar?
Only the finest beluga.
It won't be long, you'll have it all.
Looks like the tide is changing.
You know, Scott may be good, but the evidence is still against Julie. Now, if you were smart, you'd pay Dara Jensen a visit and cut a deal.
I am smart, Kevin. Too smart for that. What's the going rate for a hitman these days?
It's an awful lot of reading for someone filling in temporarily.
Well, Judge Martin, she had her own ideas about how long I'm going to be on this case.
And I guess Scott just feels like he has to see it through to the end.
You mean you're going to defend her? You're going to stand up there and say she's not guilty?
I'm going to put her up on the stand. I'm going to let her tell the jury that herself.
Oh, Scott, you're not.
Why? That's the worst mistake you could make.
Unless you're trying to make sure she's convicted.
Scott would never, ever do that.
Wait a minute. Is this the same man who was telling me not 2 days ago what a menace Julie is?
Yeah, I'm the same guy.
Well, then what the hell made you offer to help?
Because she saved Christina's life. She didn't have an attorney, and the judge took care of the rest.
Scott, you should walk away from this as fast as you can.
Even if I wanted to, I can't, all right? Now, I'm going to do my best to defend Julie. She deserves that. Everyone does.
That's noble. But what if you succeed? What if you end up setting a murderer free?